Welcome back to our channel, ladies and gentlemen. Once again, allow me to thank you for choosing our show today. Now, when you look at the William Ruto's rallies in Ukambani, the development tour that is going on, you'll be tempted to imagine that William Ruto has taken over Kalonzo's backyard because the reception is quite overwhelming. People are really attending the rallies in their masses. You really feel that Ruto is loved because they go as far as making a declaration that Ukambani is a UDA zone, and they do that without blinking.
Your Excellency, sitaki kuongea. Mimi tulizigizana the last time ulikuwa Zombe. Nilikuambia Zombe ndio headquarter ya UDA kitu East. Zombe ndio headquarter ya chama ya UDA Ukambani yote. Ama namna gani? Kwa hivyo tunapiga kwanza salamu ya chama ya UDA. Ndio mwenye chama asikie. Wale wataki ikisemekana hapa Zombe, shauri yao. Haya, leto kuna nenda tenengane harambe ya chama UDA. Harambe! Harambe! UDA! UDA! Kazi ni kazi! Kazi ni kazi! Hiyo ni ya kwanza. Sasa tupeane ile ya leo. Ama namna gani? Tunasema harambe William Ruto. William Ruto tamgabi na ndio mwezi kuzaza abanga ya aya tusalimie ndugu yetu, tusalimie harambe William Ruto. Harambe Ruto. 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 Olora wena. Wewe. Your Excellency, nimekuambia mimi sitaki kuongea. Kuna mtu amekaa kwa serikali, aliingia nikiwa na hako hii kitu hii. Na aliingia kwa serikali nilikuwa standard 2. Na leo anaenda mpaka kwao kwa barabara ya mchanga. Na alikuwa na Rais Moi. Ama namna gani? Akakuwa na Rais Kibaki, akakuwa na hiyo rais mwingine, na amekuwa na wewe, na hajafikisha barabara kwao. Ama namna gani? Na wewe umekaa na Nimrod. Yaani ulichukua Nimrod, mtu ovyo, kwa miaka 3. Kwa miaka 3 lami imefika nyumbani. Halo. Yaani mtu amekaa na rais kwa miaka 50 na kitu, na anaendanga nyumbani kwa barabara ya mchanga. William Ruto alichukua Nimrod akiwa na G3, buduki ya G3 alikuwa askari. Ama namna gani? Na huyu ndugu yangu mkubwa leo lami imekuja mpaka nyumbani. Ama namna gani? Na mimi nasema hivi, wale wanataka kupinga William Ruto wasikuje kitwist. Halo. Yule mtu anataka yani kama kuongea yako uwezi ongea umalize bila kusema Ruto kwa ubaya. Don't dare come to kitwist. Kana natende?
Now, on further scrutiny, you will realize that the masses that have thronged Ruto rallies are being ferried by school buses. Now, videos have been leaked out and they are now going viral where people are being ferried using school buses. Not only that, before you get to the school buses, you are paid handsomely. 1,000 with this economy is not small money. So people are given 1,000 Kenya shillings to go out there and applaud when William Ruto is speaking and insulting the opposition, telling them hamna akili. Then you're supposed to go there and clap for perception so that people can feel that William Ruto is really loved in Ukambani. Kindly take a look.
Acha maende roko na makofi maana wengine. Twende tukapigia rais makofi. Kupiga makofi ni 1,000.
I think this is no longer news in Kenya today. When you say that government is ferrying supporters, very many people are not surprised. In fact, some are asking Achando, what did you expect? Because we've seen this happening. Whenever Kithure Kindiki is going for those empowerment programs and they know that people will not be there, they ferry people. Now, you are given money before you get into those vehicles, those school buses. It's very funny that sometimes they will cheer up, but after the rally is done, they switch and they start, singing one term. I remember Dan Manzo making allegations that at one point the police was supposed to use live bullets to divide a crowd that was chanting one term after Ruto's rally, after they had taken money. Now, why would Ruto be so much hell-bent on ferrying people to his rallies? It is because of perception. Ruto understands that there are areas where he's very unpopular. There are areas with their kingpins. And so they would not attend very willingly those rallies. So he wants the whole world to feel that he is loved. Politics is also about perception. People will look at that and they say, yeah, those rallies are well attended, yet they use a lot of money. But do those rallies change anything on the ground? Do you think there are people who will say after those rallies that, he has launched some roads here, he has promised us, more markets? Do you think there are people who will vote for William Ruto because of the charm offensive in Ukambani that he has launched? I don't think so. Listen to Jalango explaining that no matter what you do, we are playing tribal politics and we will go back to our tribal cocoons and vote for our tribes.
The Kambas will vote where Kalonzo is. The Kisis will vote where Matiang'i is. The Kikuyus will vote where Wamunyoro is. That's how tribal our politics is. If you put all this together, okay, that is somebody you cannot underestimate.
So, however much Ruto called the opposition names, called them useless, hawana akili, they are fools, hawana mpango, that might not really change quite a lot because Kalonzo has managed to solidify the support base in Ukambani. He has done that for the 5 election periods that he supported Raila Amolo Odinga. If you look at the voting pattern, they stood with him and they stood by him. That is also expected as we head to 2027. They are still going to rally behind Kalonzo Musyoka. Yesterday, Ruto convoy passed by some places in Ukambani, and that convoy was booed and chased, and they were saying one term. And this simply tells you that people already know that William Ruto is very mean. That William Ruto is very mean with the truth. He promises a lot and he does not deliver. And I think that name calling is something that does not go well with some leaders and supporters of Kalonzo. I remember the other day, an MP confronted William Ruto, a woman MP, who told William Ruto, you cannot keep on calling people names. We are all created in the image of God, and you cannot continue telling us that we are useless. So people already understand the kind of politics. It is politics full of hoodwinking Kenyans, full of promises to Metenga, and it is full of name-calling. He was teasing Kalonzo Musyoka, mocking him that he will construct or rather repair a road that is leading to Kalonzo's Sekuru home. In other words, he was saying that Kalonzo is not development conscious, he's been a leader in that area, yet even the road that is going towards his home has not been uplifted. And so he was trying to belittle Kalonzo, that Kalonzo cannot help the people of Ukambani. He's also saying that the people of Ukambani will not vote leaders based on their facial look. Kenyans always say that Kalonzo is handsome, and that is what Ruto is alluding to. That people will not vote Kalonzo Musyoka just because of his countenance or his facial look. And to me, that is not the kind of campaigns that we want. And of course, he says hawana akili, hawana mpango, and that is why people are mad. If you give people money to go for your rally, the question is now, what happens in 2027? And it's a two-way question. If people continue taking money from politicians, then we risk putting in place leaders who will not help us. And leaders who give money will always compensate themselves after they are sworn into office. A member of parliament using a lot of money to bribe supporters will ensure that he gets back the double portion of the amount of money that he uses during campaigns. William Ruto used to give millions of shillings to the church, to the mama bogas, to the bodas, and when he got to power, there are major allegations of wastage and corruption within the government. And we believe that he is now compensating himself for the money that he got. So Kenyans must be very, very careful, because sometimes money can confuse Kenyans. I know there are others who will take that money just like they do after the campaigns. They say one time. Such members, such supporters will take the money, but they know where to place their vote. So it is a two-way question. Are you politically mature enough to understand that that money is your money? So that even if you take it, you will not be persuaded to vote otherwise. Or are you one person, like I sometimes have heard women saying that politicians will be sworn in and you will not see them for 5 years. So what do they say? They say, I will vote in whoever gives me cash money, because that is the only thing I can count on. So it is very dangerous to keep on taking bribes, and we must really shun away. William Ruto is very unpopular, and he must understand that Kalonzo is the kingpin of Ukambani. There's nothing he can do about that. Just the same way he's trying to entrench himself as the ultimate kingpin in Rift Valley, Kalonzo has entrenched himself as the kingpin in Ukambani. And by the way, the people of Ukambani understand that this is Kalonzo's moment. There's a likelihood that Kalonzo is going to be the flag bearer of the united opposition. So the people of Ukambani cannot gamble now. They know Kalonzo is headed to great things. He might just be declared Kalonzo the sixth, and so they cannot play around with this moment. They have supported Kalonzo when Kalonzo was playing second fiddle to Raila. Now that Kalonzo is going to be given the mantle to become the flag bearer of the opposition, they cannot gamble with it. Fearing people will not change anything. What can change anything is your work, the implementation of your promises, respect to human rights, stopping corruption and wastage. That is the only thing that can change things, politically speaking.